Recently, I've attended an event where Sigma and Tamron exhibited all their Fujifilm lenses, and I have tried them all, so you don't have to. While I must admit that I am a Fuji fanboy, I'm also open-minded when it comes to gear. I primarily shoot Fujifilm, but I also shoot Sony. And if I had a lot of money, I would buy different cameras from different manufacturers. I don't have enough money to satisfy my gear acquisition syndrome. So I went to Photo Days Brussels. Ladies and gents, boys and girls and everybody in between, I am at Photo Days in Brussels. And I had a blast. In those 3 days I've tested as much gear as I could. And I know it's not the exact right way to test gear, because you would have to spend a lot of time with a piece of equipment to understand it better and get the feel of it and to understand how it works. But still, some of the latest innovations in the industry were present. Cameras, drones, lenses, tripods, Fujifilm, Sigma, Sony, DJI, you name it. It was there. And I got my hands on the exhibited cameras that they had there. So I started with Fujifilm, of course. And first I got my hands on the cameras like the XS10 and XS20, X-T5, XH2, XH2S. Basically, I thought that the XS20 would be a lot more, feel better in the hand somehow. The grip though, it's still pretty small. Quick note here, on paper the XS20 is incredible and I couldn't get samples unfortunately. But I will say this. It felt like the XS10, and for some reason for me the XS10 didn't really feel that good, or it could have felt better, but I'm pretty sure that give me a month with the camera and I will love it. But the specs on this thing, they're like the bomb. I don't even know how they managed to fit everything inside that. While I was there, I also saw the X100V, and although a year ago I would have bought this camera like fucking crazy, now I don't feel like anymore, because I have the X100F. Button wise it's the same, but I definitely miss the D-pad right here. And I had previously tried the X-T5, XH2 and XH2S during a touch and try event in Italy, so that was not necessarily a novelty for me. And after that I visited Leica stand and I tried the Leica for the very first time in my life. How do I look? And as much as I'd like to say that you don't need a Leica, and you definitely don't need a Leica, I don't need a Leica, but I would still want a Leica. I don't know, there's something about it. It just makes sense, you know, the way it's made, the material that they use, the way it feels in the hand, the looks of the fucking camera, and the quality that you get from the camera. Yeah, it is satisfying. Anyway, after trying the Q3 and the M10, something stayed with me. They look cool, they take cool photos, and here is an example. This is my friend Gertian. He's also a YouTuber. Follow him. He makes some pretty cool videos. But the stand that I had the most fun was DJI. They had everything there. They had the drones, the gimbals, the action cam, the Ronin 4D that I had never tried or seen in person before, and the tool that I had most fun with, DJI Avata. Oh my god, I love FPV. I mean, I love drones generally, and I love flying drones, but the FPV experience is so much better. So I flew the drone inside the simulator, and it was so much fun. I mean, it gives you a new vision on the world. The things you can do is like, oh, I also want an FPV drone, so much so that probably for Christmas I will get at least the controller so I can try in the simulator, and then I can get the, the actual drone and the goggles. And then I tried the DJI Ronin 4D. Oh, that is such a great camera. We have here the beast. So, first time with this bad boy right here. I mean, it's not gonna be like a vlogging camera, but honestly, this is the smoothest experience of a gimbal I've ever had in my entire life. It's better than a gimbal. And the autofocus is so fast. Oh, are you kidding me? It is a beast. A very expensive one. And I cannot really see it in my workflow, but it would be so really cool to have it. I don't know what would I shoot with it, to be honest, because I'm basically shooting this kind of stuff, or I'm always like running with the camera in my hand, having two cameras on me at all times. I don't see that in my workflow, but it would be lovely to have it. And now the things that I was most surprised with were the third-party lenses for Fujifilm, Sigma and Tamron. I have tested them all, from the very wide angle to the super zooms. Alright, here we are at the Tamron stand, and we have the 11 to 20, the 17 to 70, 18 to 300, and the big boy right here, 150 to 500. So the thing I'm most interested about is this 11 to 20. Oh my god, this is so lightweight. It's more for vlogging and getting kind of environmental kind of stuff situation. This is the f2.8 through all the zoom range. Let's give it a go. Here we are. And compared to this right here, it's so much smaller and lighter. Okay. We're shooting at 11. Oh, this is so wide. Kind of works. No? Follows really well. If you go to 20, I'm not sure about the image quality. Like, which one looks better now? This or this? This or this? You know? The thing I am most impressed with this is the lightweight, and the build quality seems like really good. It seems like it was made for Fujifilm, you know. It lacks the aperture ring, but you know, everything first touch feels really professional and well made. Let's go with another one. Now we're looking at 17 to 70, still at f2.8 fixed aperture, which is very good. Okay, and here we have the 17 to 70. Okay, we get a lot more range out of this, but at the same time, okay, autofocus probably needs to be slightly, the settings in the camera probably need to be updated, but it's looking good. And okay, I feel like this lens is more for different types of situations, but you can still vlog on it. You get like a really nice zoom up to 70, which could be useful for portrait tour. Which one do you think looks better? We have Tamron here and we have Fuji here. Okay, we're moving into another realm. This is the 18 to 300. I mean, ideally, if you want, you can still use this for like vlogging or stuff, but you get like really super zoom in. And I'm interested in the quality of when you get to the 300. This is of course a variable aperture lens that goes from 3.5 to 6.3, and what you're seeing right now on the screen is 300 zoomed in at 6.3. So that was the 2470. Okay. It's very difficult to keep this focused and stable, but now if you go to 18 mil, okay, autofocus, I mean 18 mil, oh, looks good, right? I think this is most useful for people who want only one lens to do everything mostly, but you would lack a little bit of light when you go, because this goes from 3.5 to 6.3. But overall, I would still have to test like the image quality, for example, when you shoot like portraits or something photography-wise. And now, last but not least, the very, very huge big boy right here. Oh my god, this is so big. Oh, it's heavy. It is heavy, like literally my head. Okay. Holy. Yeah, you cannot hold this with only one hand. I mean, you can, but it's gonna break your camera, I guess. 150 to 500, f5 to 6.7. Okay, let's test this. Yeah, this is so difficult to. Like at 100 is okay. If you go 200 is okay. No, no, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, let's see if I can get the people from the other side. This is a very niche lens. Like I. What? Oh, I'm just talking to the camera. It's okay. Don't worry. Very, very niche lens. Who shoots at 500? Honestly, I see this for sports photographers or events like where you can get close, like concerts maybe, or things like that. So my favorite so far is the 11 to 20, small, compact, really lightweight. You can just, you don't even feel like it's here. Like compared to this 16 to 55, it's much, much lighter. Autofocus wise seems to be rather good. I mean, you see right here, okay, going right, and it gives enough space to have the context and everything around you. I would say this is a pretty nice lens. We are at the same distance. Okay, this is 11 and this is 16. Can you can see the difference, right? We are at the Sigma stand and I will try a few of the lenses for the X mount that I'm most interested about. More on the wider side. That's what I'm at the moment into. But I will also try. Do you also? I think you also have like the big zoom lens, 100 to 400, something like that. Yeah, we will also try that. So this right here, the 10 to 18, is the thing that interests me the most at the moment because it's so lightweight and it gives, you have a lot of opportunities to shoot various things with this. So you see, I'm at 10 mil right here, and this is 16. You can see the difference. This one feels so much lighter than So it's me again. Yes, this should be something around 250 grams or something like that. Look at it. Look, this is super light, super small and compact. Quality-wise, it feels very different than what you get on a Fujifilm lens, but it's not. It doesn't seem like it's plastic. It feels good. The next lens on my list is the 18 to 50, which is a direct competitor for the 18 to 55 from Fujifilm. Only that this right here goes to f2.8, while the Fujifilm is basically going from f2.8 to 5.6 or 4.5, which is a variable. This is fixed, and it basically costs the same. How's the quality on this one? Okay, there's something weird with the autofocus. Okay, there's something weird with the autofocus, but I feel like it needs to be tuned in the camera. Overall, I feel like it's a very good alternative. I'm not sure it's weather sealed. Is this weather sealed? This is weather resistant, not like fully weather resistant. Like it can handle a little bit of rain, like drizzle and stuff like that, but don't go into proper tropical areas and try to shoot with it. I mean, probably it will resist, but don't risk it. And last but not least, I'm interested in this big fat boy right here. This is the 100 to 400. Look at this. This is also super big, like the Tamron. We have OS stabilization, and here we go. This is a live test of the 100 to 400. Let's zoom in and see what we can get. Okay, that's good. It picks up on the face pretty fast. Okay. Let's go even more. This is an f5 to 6.3 variable, of course. I mean, at this price, you don't really get any better. Let's try and shoot a little bit of things. Okay, autofocus in video, it's not as good as in photo, but probably I need to fine-tune it as well. Overall, it's not that bad. I wouldn't buy it because I don't use this kind of lenses, like super long. I don't shoot sports, I don't shoot wildlife, so basically I wouldn't use it, but it feels like a pretty good lens. These lenses seem to be very good, and I'm very happy that now the Fujifilm system has a wider choice of third-party lenses. At first touch, all these options seem really good. Good image quality, good autofocus, with a few hiccups on the longer lenses, but I think that's manageable in the settings of the camera. All of them lack the focusing ring, which can be a little bit of a problem for the Fujifilm users, for the, you know, OGs, but nothing to really worry about. In terms of build quality, they feel rather good in the hand, not as good as the Fujifilm ones, as the native lenses, but then again, it costs almost half of the native lens, so I would say it's a pretty good deal. Further testing is required to make a proper review, so I invite you to subscribe to the channel because that's coming very soon. In the meantime, you should watch this video because it's pretty damn cool and you might enjoy it.